This is Francesco Abbruzzino with the Uncensored Report. You can either follow herd, they say, or you can decide to go down your own path. It's your choosing. I was reading an interesting article and it brought up a lot of good points today. How people need to start thinking for themselves. They need to stop having other individuals that do all the thinking for them. They need to stop being a nation of sheeple. And he basically just went out there and looked at individuals and how they rely on the guidance of other individuals, of these imposters, these frauds out there to guide us and hopefully in the right direction, because we follow them. We are led blindly by these individuals. And until you start to think for yourself, when will you ever escape this paradigm? The majority of the population out there, they'll never will. It's going to be too late. I can tell you, when I put out so much stuff, then you hear fake news, or you hear you're full crap, or there goes Abbruzzino. These are the people that don't think themselves. They'd rather have other entities do the thinking for them. They're preoccupied. They're too busy. They got their family. They got their jobs, living paycheck to paycheck. We all know the situation. When they go down, they sit down, you're at the dinner table. And you're talking about whatever you talk about at night. Usually it's going to be news or whatever happened in your life. And if you even look at the news, I got this picture up there. And 6 of the largest media operations out there control 90% of the news, information, entertainment, everything that's out there. News Corp, Disney, Viacom, Time Warner, CBS, Comcast, 90% of the stations out there. Magazines, 277 million Americans rely on news and entertainment. Viacom, they own the Siesta, MTV, so that whole Siesta thing, saying how great this is, and this is the type of lifestyle, the type of direction your children want to go in. These behemoths out there, they're owned by essentially the elitists out there. And if you ever watch the news, it's amazing. And I noticed this when I got into this, 9 years ago, I started doing the scoop thing. They all put out the same story. It's the same communication. It's almost the same exact script every time. And I know, I look at it constantly, locally. It's amazing. And it's funny when you get a new person that comes in, an alternative person, a rogue ranter, somebody like myself. If you do the same thing that everybody else is doing, they come after you and they say copyright, which is why we do videos now. They like to control your thought pattern, putting out these same messages. In this article, they went into like Gene Simmons, how everybody was talking about this calf. It looked just like Gene Simmons. And that was the big talk of the day. And that's because the media gatekeepers want you to stay focused on that. They don't want you out there focusing on the real issues out there. That's why you keep hearing Russia, Russia, Russia when there's no proof of a Russian anything out there. But it's getting you sidetracked, and you're not paying attention to the real issues that are out there because you're only listening to the 90% of the people that own entertainment, media, news, and everything. And when they have that much of a market share, they can come up and say people like me, the small alternative new media individuals, are nut jobs. They're crazy. They're liars. And it's funny, if you listen to the city of Venice does this a lot. A lot of these individuals do this, where you'll put out information, you'll show documents, you'll show the emails, you'll have links and everything, validating that you're telling the truth, validating the truth behind your story. These people will come out and say, oh, no, he's lying. They won't show any proof that they're lying. They'll just say he's lying. All the media will run with it. And next thing you know, everyone thinks you're lying. They control you guys. They control the masses. They control the sheeps. And the only way to get rid of these people is by voting, running for office, or doing something like that. A lot of people say, yeah, I'm going to vote. Okay, great. Who are you voting for, and why are you voting for that person? And they really don't know. You can go, I was watching yesterday at, Trump had a meeting, a speech he was giving in Virginia, West Virginia, and a bunch of protesters were there. This lady, Millie, was going around interviewing them and asking them questions. Okay, why? What's your problem with Trump? And they would bring up the gay frogs. And she would say, well, you understand the whole concept that it's a report by MIT, another one by Harvard, talking about the chemicals in the water, how it has altered the sexual concept there, and how you're getting the gay frog, and going into that whole theory. And she kept shooting these guys down. It was interesting. I shared it on my page. But it's amazing, basically, and I've had this. When I go out in Sarasota, I had people, and I would ask, okay, why are you for this? Why do you want illegals to come here? And they would say something. And I remember this was before everyone started talking about MS-13. I said, well, what about MS-13? Right now, I don't know how many of you know this. They can come into our schools, and I've challenged Sarasota County on this. They don't ask anything. If they're legal, they have to take them in. They don't ask where they're from, what they're doing, or anything. And that's how MS-13 penetrates the schools and starts setting up their network. And I put this out months before it even became knowledgeable or being pushed here by a lot of individuals. But you gotta stop putting these political leaders up on these pedestals. Oh, that's the mayor. Let's honor him. Oh, your honor. No, they're people that are working for us, and we need to treat them like that. We need to stop being obsessed about their personalities. If these people would go out and do things right, then sure, throw praise at them. But we need to hold them accountable. We need to stop living in this matrix. And you see the red pill, green pill. You got to stop living in this matrix, this pyramid of lies, and break out from there. Stop being the follower. Stop being the sheeple. Get out there. Start questioning everything. Sure, people won't like you. People don't like me because I question stuff. I'd be told an answer. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. And I'll start asking questions. They think I'm an idiot. They think I'm a jerk because I'm in there and I'm interrupting the paradigm. I'm interrupting what they're trying to put out, their narrative that they're trying to establish. And it's all out as you go out there and you try to see what the truth is. And that's what sadly is missing with our media now. They're basically given these scripts and they follow them. And so people are having a hard time breaking free from the programming. That programming that's constantly being fed to us. And so I say something to you. I challenge you. Stop being the cheapo. Start asking questions. Start holding our politicians accountable. Stop just focusing on the media that's controlled by 90% of the elitists out there. Do your own research. I'm not saying take what I have and run with it and think it's right. Do your own research. Check on the other news that's out there. Look at the left. Look at the right. Look at the middle. To me, the left and the right are the same. Republicans, Democrats are the same. Don't even get me going on that. This has been Frankie Abbruzzino with another uncensored Rogue Rant. Everybody have a great weekend.